Welcome to Buffalo's #1 home improvement television show. I'm your host, Domenic Cortese. As you know, each week we introduce you to some of the area's most qualified home improvement contractors, and we offer tips and techniques for the do-it-yourself projects as well. So if you're one of those people that's ready to dig right in on your own, but want to learn better and safer ways to go about it, the best place to start is right here at Hammertime TV and with HammertimeTV.com. There you'll find many of our do-it-yourself projects that will get you going on the right path. On the other hand, if you want to stick to hiring a pro, well, you can find that as well, and we offer direct links to their business pages. Well, today is the final day of Plantasia Garden and Landscape Show at the Erie County Fairgrounds in Hamburg. Now, if you haven't yet made it up there this weekend, there's still a lot of time. Today, you'll be able to find great inspirational ideas as we officially kick off spring this weekend. To help get us in the mood for better weather ahead, Beauty Pools joins us today on the program. Then, garage door maintenance is often overlooked, but twice a year, a seasonal inspection and maintenance of your garage door should be part of everyone's routine. And last week, in the first of his two-part series, Phil showed us how to hang drywall the right way. Hey Phil, what's the next step?
Precision plus patience equals perfection. Today, I'm going to teach you how to tape and coat mud. We're going to go over the proper tools to use and the proper application. That's coming up.
Okay, Phil, looking forward to it. And finally, later on in the show, if you're thinking about a renovation and your home was built prior to 1978, there are some crucial facts that you want to be aware of in order to keep your family safe. But first, some questions have come in this week, so let's get to them. It's time for Viewer Mail.
Viewer Mail is brought to you by Flooring Solutions of Western New York. Let our expertise be the answer to your flooring needs.
Well, it's our interactive time of the show where you can submit your questions to me here on Hammertime TV, and I'll solve them for you. Participate by sending in your questions to HammertimeTV.com or check us out on our Facebook page. You can submit the questions and we'll solve them. As I said, right here on a Sunday morning. Our first question comes to us via email. As soon as the weather breaks, I'm hoping to buy a small 8x12 shed. It's going to sit on cement blocks about 25 feet from the back of the house. My plan is to have lights and a couple of outlets in the shed. Can I bring the electricity from the house to the shed? Or does the power have to come from the pole on the other side of the house? No, indeed, it can come off from the main panel in your basement. It will have to be in a conduit installed in a trench, and it will have to be set at a certain depth, and you should check with the town electrical inspector as to what that depth is. The conduit idea would be then to protect the line and act as a chaseway for the line to be run through it, but definitely can be tied into the panel in your basement. Our next question comes to us via Facebook. How much would it cost to hire someone to turn my totally unfinished basement into a finished large room? Also, can one contractor do the walls, floor, and ceiling? Not sure what my first step should be. Your first step should be to go to the town hall and check on the requirements for egress. It's more than likely that you'll have to install an egress window in any finished basement. So that should be first. As far as the cost for doing the work for a finished basement, the prices can vary certainly by who's doing the work and whether they are indeed a general contractor or not. You can spend as little as $25 to $30 a square foot and go up from there for a finished basement. That would include a drop ceiling, possible drywall on the walls, and maybe even a indoor-outdoor style carpet. Again, you can go up from there, but that'll give you a starting point. Good question. Our last question for this Sunday morning comes to us via Facebook. I have mold in my apartment and my landlord won't address the situation. Can you help? Well, certainly you should be very concerned about mold in your apartment, and you may want to entertain the idea of moving if you do not get cooperation from your landlord. Now, what would cause mold? Well, excessive moisture entrapment. Typically, we see mold in bathrooms because of the moisture that's generated from a shower. So a well-vented working bathroom fan would be essential in any bathroom. Now, if there's mold in other areas of the apartment, it may indicate that we have water entering in and interacting with the heated room air, or actually rotting the wood and causing the mold to grow. Could be quite serious. I can direct you to the Erie County Health Department. They can give you more information on how to combat this issue with your landlord. good luck, and be sure to consider your family's safety and health in making this decision. Oh, and by the way, speaking of the health department, I'm with Tom Muscarella from the Erie County Health Department a little bit later on in the program. Stay tuned to Hammertime TV right here on Channel 2.
Choosing the right contractor can make the difference between a successful home renovation project and a disaster. It can be confusing and scary. But before you start to panic, visit HammertimeTV.com. We've brought together the area's most respected and trustworthy home improvement experts. Visit us before you go anywhere else. HammertimeTV.com. Buy right the first time. Buy from the Hammertime TV family of contractors.
Ava Roofing and Siding is your local roofing and siding experts. For years, Ava has provided customers from all over Western New York with superior service and value. Their careful approach to each job guarantees they provide the service you need at the right price.
I'm so glad that I chose Ava. I would highly recommend them to anybody looking for a roof.
Just a professional job, courteous and kind to my neighbors.
Visit them online or on Facebook to see examples of their work. Ava Roofing and Siding, because every dollar saved counts.
For over 80 years, C.J. Krantz Organics has provided Western New York with the highest quality landscape materials to beautify your home or business. We're the only company in the area that makes both compost and mulch from scratch. Homemade right here in East Amherst. Avoid the middleman markup when you buy direct from us. There's no job too big or too small for our team to handle. So call C.J. Krantz Organics. We'll help you get what you need when you need it.
Hey yous, you got a bunch of these? You want to turn them into these? Come on down and talk to me. I'm going to take this and turn it into this in 2 weeks. Don't ask me how I do it. I've been doing this for a long time. Come on and talk to me. I'm here every Tuesday.
Don't trust your precious memories to that guy. Let the courteous and professional staff at Buffalo Video Transfers convert your old videos to DVD. Just $19.95 per tape and $12.95 for any additional copy after that. Visit BuffaloVideoTransfers.com, a division of Key Video Productions.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Key Video Productions. Key Video, producing persuasive and compelling content to help grow your business. And by Tim Martin, muralist and decorative painter. Transform the ordinary to the extraordinary.
Backyard has become the family's personal oasis. There's not many people that really want to pack up the kids, go to the country clubs, go to the resorts. They'd rather do it all at their own home. Once the homeowner has thought about the pool and ready to start moving ahead with the process, that's when you wind up giving me a call. Take a look at the property, help them through the many different questions and answers that they may have. Anywhere from how the pool should be designed, where it should be set, to the size of your family, what can actually fit in your yard and what would look the best. We'll take it from there to actually 3D imaging. I'd come out with our construction superintendent and we'd do a layout where we would actually spray paint the pool down and show you where it's going to set. Once you're at that stage, that's where the trucks roll in. We come in with the excavator and so forth, and we'll excavate the pool to whatever shape is sprayed down. After that excavation is complete, that's where we do the plumbing and the steel rebar work, where everything's formed into a steel grid. There's where the gunite starts, and that's the process that the whole structure is based on. What gunite is, it's actually a blown-in form of concrete. The concrete is dumped into a hopper. It's compressed, and it's sprayed in and compacted into a shell. As our one man goes through doing that spraying work, we have other people that go along troweling and forming the shell itself. What you wind up with is a gunite structure where the walls of that pool are 10 to 12 inches thick, floor is about 8 to 10 inches. We give you a lifetime guarantee on that structure. We know nothing's going to be happening to that shell. We've been doing this for over 60 years, so we have a background that will carry through with that. From the gunite, that's where we get into more of the detail work. You'll have tile work that goes around the top edge of the pool. As far as the tiles go, we stock about a dozen different tiles. Usually out of what we stock, there's something most people like. If not, custom tiles limitless. We'll get into rough electric. We'll get into finish electric. Equipment pad and plumbing for all that. that's when your concrete deck or your paver deck or whatever type of product you pick for your patio is done. From there, that final plaster finish is put inside the pool. With the white finish, you get a nice crystal blue coloring. With the darker finishes, it does give you more of a reflective look and so forth. Once the pool fills with water, we'll send out a crew to walk you through how to operate and run the pool, and obviously take care of it. Our service department really sets us apart from the competition. We have over 14 crews out there on a daily basis, even on weekends. Things can be as easy as hitting a button on your phone to turn on waterfalls, to turn on the heater. There's in-floor cleaning systems. You can even go as far as having an automatic cover on your pool. Nobody wants to go into the neighbor's yard and say, boy, you have the same pool we have. You want to walk into your backyard and know your pool is one of a kind. To make your dreams a reality, call us at 683-9500 or visit our website, beautypools.com.
You know, one of the most frequently asked questions that I get is how can I silence my noisy garage door that rattles and squeaks when it opens and closes? Because there are so many moving parts on a garage door, and because it's used so frequently, it's not uncommon for the nuts, bolts, and screws to loosen up over time. A little regular maintenance is always a good idea. Make sure the door is in the closed position and the door is disconnected from the motor, because safety is always first. Let's begin by tightening all the fasteners with a socket wrench. It's also a good way to catch loose ones before they fall out and end up in your tire tread, and nobody wants that. If you have missing fasteners, they can usually be replaced with self-tapping screws. With this repair though, I'd probably suggest call one of the technicians at Gorilla Garage Doors if this is not in your wheelhouse of expertise. One of the things that you should find easy enough to do on your own is to lubricate all of the moving parts. I suggest using a lithium-based grease. Stay away from WD-40. Products like these are actually degreasers and they won't help in the long run. If you can't find a lithium-based spray grease, then use a silicone spray. You'll want to lubricate the hinges, the pivot points, and the stems. Next, if you have steel rollers, give them a good shot of grease too. You'll also want to lubricate the end bearing plates, the pulleys, and the torsion springs. If your garage door opener is chain driven, it will help to apply lubricant too. I'd suggest cleaning the track with a rag as well. Once you've completed lubricating all the moving parts, simply open and close the door several times to work the grease in properly. Another thing you can do as part of your regular maintenance list is to check the sensors to be sure they will properly stop the door from closing if there's an obstruction in the doorway. Keep in mind that if you have a problem with your garage door, your springs or cables, it's time to call the professionals. These large springs are under high tension and can be very dangerous. Leave that job to the pros at Gorilla Garage Doors.
Closed captioning is made possible by Ventura's CarStar Collision.
CarStar, relax, we'll take it from here.
There is only one car like it in the world. A very limited edition. Not long ago, it got pretty banged up in an accident. Then, it was taken to Ventura's. And now, it looks like this. Brian's car. At Ventura's CarStar Collision, we don't just repair cars, we repair your car.
Generators or home standby power systems are something that become more prevalent in our region. People don't want to go with the inconveniences of not having power and also the potential property damage associated with not having power. So when the power goes out, whether it's for an hour or for a week, the homeowners can still continue to live in that space in comfort and maintain their family operation.
Thanks to Zenner and Ritter, this grandmother can continue to make cookies even when the power goes out.
quality, value, and integrity.
When I had this house built, the windows actually started leaking, so I wanted a better quality window. We looked into all the information, and I honestly believe that the Marvin window is the best window made. I wouldn't buy any other window. From start to finish, Big L held our hand. Design, installation, the cleanup, the finishing work was second to none. Just amazing the difference, like night and day. The room looks brighter just from the windows. If you could dream it, they could build it.
Home renovations, a family getaway, caring for an aging loved one. Whatever your needs, you deserve a financial partner that provides the best solutions to move you forward. Lakeshore Savings Bank can help ease the financial burden of that next big step with a home equity line of credit, now with a limited time 3.5% APR for the first 12 months. With nearly 130 years of experience guiding generations of Western New Yorkers, Lakeshore Savings is ready to help keep your next financial venture worry-free.
This portion of the program is brought to you by Lakeshore Bank, putting people first, and by United Materials, helping to promote building trades education.
Welcome back to the program, made possible by Key Video Productions and Cortese Construction Services. I want to encourage you to keep those questions coming in. Our experts are here to help with anything home improvement related. Just go to hammertimetv.com, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and click on the message box. You can also find us on Facebook and submit your questions there. Now here's a question I get asked more times than you'll know, involving a sunroom. We plan to add a 10 by 12. Now some companies offer sunrooms as kits. Is this the best way to go? Is it likely to cost more or less to use a local contractor for design and construction? The best answer I can give you is to parallel a sunroom to going to buy a suit. If you walk into a store and buy a suit off the rack, more than likely it's going to need some alterations and adjustment to fit you properly. Conversely, if you come to us for a custom-made Better Living sunroom, it will be made to order to fit your design needs and size requirements. Plus, the best part, our Better Living sunroom product comes with a fully transferable 50-year product warranty. And I hope that helped you. Well, up next, was your house or apartment built prior to 1978? If so, and you're planning a home renovation project, there are some things you should be aware of. Earlier today, I had the chance to sit down with Tom Muscarella, Senior Public Health Sanitarian from the Erie County Department of Health. Common renovation, repair, and painting activities that disturb lead-based paint, like sanding, cutting, replacing windows, and more, can create hazardous lead dust and chips, which can be harmful to adults and children. Now, home repairs that create even a small amount of lead dust are enough to poison your child and put your family at risk. Tom Muscarella from the Erie County Department of Health joins me. Tom, what makes 1978 such an important year?
1978 is the year that lead paint was banned in residential uses. So at that point, it was still on the shelves, but it couldn't be manufactured anymore.
Now, if a homeowner is about to do a DIY renovation project on their home built prior to 78, what should they be concerned about and how should they prepare?
Yeah, their biggest concern is, am I dealing with lead paint or not? They can either have it tested or they can just assume it's lead. We recommend assuming it's lead. It's a lot cheaper to deal with it that way than paying someone to come out and test the house for lead.
Because the protocols for keeping a clean job site are pretty much the same as keeping a lead paint free job site.
They are. It's all about containment and then cleanup at the end. And
exactly.
If you do your due diligence every day, you're going to have a clean job and a safe job. What you want to do is make sure you're trained properly to handle this lead, or you hire a contractor that is properly certified in handling lead.
What does the law require that the contractor do?
Yeah, any contractor that is in the business that will disturb paint in pre-1978 housing is required to be what's called EPA RRP, which is Renovator, Remodeler, Painting certified, and then their firm also needs to be certified.
And this would cover any renovation on a home prior to 1978?
Yes, it's any renovation that's going to disturb more than 6 square feet of space within a given room in the house, or more than 20 square feet of paint on the outside of the house.
Now, if a homeowner is interested in finding out more about protecting themselves and their children, Tom, what do they need to do?
Well, I think the first thing you should do is call us at the Health Department at 961-6800. We are your primary source for prevention information on lead poisoning and how to remediate properly.
We all play an important role when it comes to ensuring the ultimate safety of our family. Tom, thanks so much for enlightening us today. We'll be back right after this.
Enhance your bathroom oasis with elegance and style. You're watching Hammertime TV right here on Channel 2.
If hanging drywall takes brute strength, taping and coating takes finesse. Today I'm going to teach you how to properly apply joint compound to the walls so that you're not over sanding at the end of the project. The tools you're going to need today are a drywall knife, a hawk or mud pan, mesh and paper tape, and don't forget the joint compound. Before we apply any mud, we're going to want to make sure that the surface is smooth. There's nothing more annoying when you're getting into the flow of coating and you hit a nail head. So we're going to go over the board and just see if we do have any nail heads. We do have one here. So we're going to want to remove that so it doesn't get in our way when we are coating. We want to take the back of our knife and just dimple that in. Now we're going to scoop out some joint compound and put it into our mud pan and get ready to start skimming the drywall. First thing we're going to do is we're going to tackle those screw heads. We're going to take a small knife and just put a little bit of mud on it, and we're going to take it and do a crisscross over it. We want to make sure we take every bit of excess joint compound off, because whatever you leave on, you have to sand off. Now that we have our screw heads coated, it's time to move on to taping the seams. The goal of taping is to fill in the void between two factory edges. That's how little mud we actually are going to need. We're going to apply our mesh tape to our flat seam. Now that we have our mesh tape on, we're ready to apply joint compound. I like to use an 8-inch knife. You may have a different preference, but this is my tool of choice. We're first going to take a little bit of mud on the tip of the blade, and we're going to fill in all the way down this seam with a very, very little bit of joint compound. Making sure to get it in all of the mesh. Now that we have mud applied to the wall, we're going to take it off actually. The goal is to keep this knife nice and clean so that you're not dragging any cookies along the way with you in the joint compound. You're going to keep 2 fingers on the knife, focusing on pressure on the outside finger of the blade. You're going to start at the top and pull it all the way down. So we're taking off the majority of what we put on. Again, the goal is less is more here. The more joint compound that's on the wall at the end of the 3 coats means more sanding and more mess. So be conscientious of that on the first coat. Now that the joint compound is applied to the drywall, we have to wait. The mud needs to cure 100% before we apply the second coat. After you have 3 coats of mud on, you will lightly sand off the excess mud, and then you are ready to prime and paint. Well, it looks like I've got some time to kill. We're off to the next job. We'll see you next time.
Back in 1964, my mom and dad started Twin City Glass in North Tonawanda. We offer shower doors and mirrors. We carry 3 different lines. We consider them to be the best available. Today's bathrooms are becoming so monumental. Everything's different. There's not one shower door fits all anymore. We pride ourselves on the custom end of our business, and we feel our products are also superior to what everyone else out there is using. If you're in the market for a new shower door, mirrors, upgrading your bathroom, call Twin City Glass, 716-694-3300, or visit our website at twincityglass.com.
Hi, Domenic Cortese here. For over 60 years, my family has helped build West New York with products and supplies from our friends at Scranton's Thruway Builders. I want to invite you to experience that same quality and service that we've come to expect. So, what are you waiting for? Stop on down and let Scranton's help turn your dreams into reality.
Tired of wasting your energy dollars? GS Insulation to the rescue. We'll completely seal the cracks in your attic, walls, basement, and crawl space, saving you money, reducing noise, and adding comfort. And because our owner is on every job, you can be sure it will be done right. If you're ready to save 40 to 50% on your heat and air conditioning costs, and you want an environmentally safe option, call GS Insulation today for a free estimate.
Well, that's our show for this morning. As always, I encourage you to support our hardworking home improvement contractors that make up the Hammertime TV family. Buy right the first time. And buy from the Hammertime TV family of contractors. It's more than a slogan. It can mean the difference between your satisfaction and being completely disappointed with who you hire. So from the staff and crew at Key Video and all of us here at Hammertime TV, remember to tune in to my WBN radio show Saturday mornings at 10, and we'll see you next Sunday right back here on Channel 2.
Flooring Solutions of Western New York offers a knowledgeable and comprehensive approach to your flooring needs. With over 100 years of collective experience, we offer the best quality and contemporary styles with experienced professional installation. Whether it's the beauty and comfort of carpet, elegance and style of hardwood, or luxury vinyl tile that gives you the contemporary look of wood or tile, we offer unmatched versatility and durability. Flooring Solutions of Western New York.
I was attracted to ChemDry Buffalo because I believed in their reputation. Our main service is carpet cleaning. We offer upholstery and ceramic tiling, grout cleaning, clean and seal granite countertops, and hardwood floors. And we've had huge success with eliminating pet odors. We use 80% less water, so that gives us a 1 to 2 hour dry time. You're gonna really feel the difference when you have our services. You can reach us at 706-0003, or we have the convenience of booking online. ChemDry Buffalo, drier, cleaner, healthier.
Hi, Domenic Cortese here. For over 60 years, my family has helped build West New York with products and supplies from our friends at Scranton's Thruway Builders. I want to invite you to experience that same quality and service that we've come to expect. So, what are you waiting for? Stop on down and let Scranton's help turn your dreams into reality.